And welcome to part 31 of the Final Fantasy VI Let's Play, ladies and gentlemen. How about we continue with the second half of Kefka's Tower for today?
I'm surprised you have Shadow in the front row. I'd still put him in the back and just throw Shuriken.
Shadow right now is at level 42, and I think I have the Genji glove equipped with him, so that gives him the Stunner and the Ichigeki.
But they're better off used as status attacks, so I would keep him in the back.
He also hits pretty hard, though, too.
Like the Skull Dragon.
Skull Dragon, another joke.
That he is. A lot of status elements. If you have ribbons, goodbye.
Yeah.
He's weak to fire and holy. You can also use Rast to damage his MP, too.
Yeah, he's one of those, once his MP's at 0, he dies sort of types.
Yeah, kind of an asshole gimmick. I'm glad it isn't used too much often.
You don't even have to really use that to kill anything in this. No, wait. One fight.
Yeah, it's him round 2.
It's him on the rematch, yeah. Oh, the 8 Dragon rematches. I'm pretty sure some of them will get their wings properly when we get there. Because these
The only one I found to be a real pain in the ass was the Red Dragon.
Oh, because of his immunity to everything until he dies?
Ooh, a muscle belt. All 8 dragons are dead. The seal is broken.
The 8-fold seal has been broken. Screen glows red for a second, and then we get our last Magicite. For now, anyway. Crusader.
Where did it come from? Nowhere?
It just came out of nowhere.
What if it just fell and clocked you on the head?
On its face is a short inscription. The seal is broken, and I am free. Thanks. You who defeated the legendary 8, I shall await you at the Dragon's Horn. Okay.
And all of a sudden, Bog looks at his accessory like, huh? How do you get in there?
He throws the rum against the fireplace.
Anyway, Crusader. MP plus 50%. Health, not really super helpful as you've already got ways to mitigate the MP cost. Gives you Meltdown at 1 times rate and Meteor times 10. Very good for the Meteor itself. Meltdown is hit or take, give or miss. Because if you outfit yourself with flame healing equipment, it pretty much heals you for free and hits the enemies, provided, you know, they don't do anything beneficial with fire.
Yeah, if they absorb fire, then it's a waste of time.
Right. But there's also another thing you could do with it too, is I think it's also defense ignorant as well. So
Meltdown, I believe pierces defense, yes. Yeah, let's show off Imp on Yojimbo. Like I said, he could do this earlier, but I wanted to show it
that
off.
That is a weird color looking imp.
See, look at that. Like the fucking Stunner and the Ichigeki sword did like nearly 4,000 damage compared to if I spent a turn throwing Attack Star or a Ninja Star in this case, I'd be doing like half that damage.
By the by, interesting thing with Imp, you can use them on top berries.
Yes, which I did earlier in the Let's Play.
Right.
But there are some encounters that when they're imped, all their physical attacks will be criticals.
Yeah, so you gotta be. Ow! That dog took it like a champ.
Yeah.
So just punted the dog.
If you got a boss fight regardless, that you can strike with Imp and cast Phantom, you're not losing that fight.
Okay, so you're looking. Ooh, here's who you're looking for.
2 Dark Forces, and Strago just came in his pants.
That thing still work?
Yeah. Thought the thing went to shit after Gungo took my pogo stick.
Thank God we're gonna get this done before Popopalooza, now that I think of it.
Doomed. Oh, actually, that is called Condemned in the SNES version.
Right.
But that's blue magic. So, again, this is a blue magic hullabaloo for Strago.
Damn!
Goddamn, okay, I get it. Strago, unlucky 13. How appropriate.
Yeah, that game was crap. But, self-destruction.
Anyway, 10 minutes later.
You learned everything?
I learned everything in the advanced translation, yeah, because all the Strago grind that I did was on the Super Nintendo version.
So what did... Okay, Discord...
Level something holy, the White Winds, Roulettes, Doom, all that shit.
I thought you learned White Wind earlier.
No, that wasn't the Super Nintendo version.
Oh.
Yeah, I did all my blue magic stuff.
Oh, that's right.
This is the advanced version. I didn't do any of that.
Did you get Blaze from the balloons?
No, I didn't get Blaze from the grenade and all that. There are just some things that's a rage.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, not a blue magic, but
Pinwheel.
You know, the only just blow on it.
It was Kefka's favorite toy.
It's like one of those friendship whistles.
No, it's just like one of those little child's pinwheels you see at the festival.
It was like you confuse it with pinwheels, but he loved those as a kid and those blow up whistles.
All right, so now we got to do a 3-switch game here.
Yeah, this is where your party starts getting all confused and separated in different areas.
Can
so
you
we got
kill
4-ton these elaborate 4-ton weights. Kefka really has poor interior design.
More like he kind of made do the best he could, considering, you know, he pretty much just ripped it out of everything.
He loved the Opera House scene.
So did Ultros.
His favorite part was when Ultros threatened to crush Maria with the weight.
Evidently, that would be something he would like.
It'd be more comical if it was a Looney Tunes setup. This is very much real. But you can't crush your characters with the weight, as you see. If they're underneath where the weight's supposed to land, they're just telling them to move out of the way.
Damn! Not only is he ripping enemies, not only ripping off design from earlier in the game, he's ripping off of other games. Gamma got a hell of a makeover. What animal do you think's powering that up? A behemoth?
I always took this as 6's homage to Final Fantasy V. Specifically Omega, because it's a machine that you run into as a random encounter. Granted, you can see Omega in 5 roaming around the area, but it's a robot that does pretty damaging attacks. And granted, Gamma ain't no Omega. You can take this thing down easily, but it has some pretty nasty, all-encompassing attacks like Wave Motion Gun and Atomic Rays. So if you don't have the appropriate absorbing equipment, Gamma can give you some shit. But he is weak to thunder, as you can see. And he does, when he dies, he casts Atomic Rays on the person that killed him.
Nice.
Luckily for Realm, she has,
she has enough.
Everything.
Right.
So
that would have been more fitting had you used somebody like Batman did. Shadow for it. I'm still hung up on that Let's Play. It was really good.
Who's going to save the world this time? Batman?
By the way, we had a fucking laugh at that in class.
About what?
We were learning about environmental hazards, and one of it was poison ivy.
That's for your job, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were like, so the teacher was asking, what happens when you encounter poison ivy? Call Batman.
Smart ass.
I was laughing at it too.
No, I'd imagine so.
Oh shit! Another 2 doors.
That unleashes 2 doors. Unleashes with a further beast. It unlocks 2 doors.
Unleash the beast.
Unleash the beast. Unleash the door. Oh, the fucking Guardians.
Oh, this shit's back
in the center. Well, okay, but luckily for us, it's nowhere near as invulnerable as it was before, because we are now stronger than ever before, and we got Kappa the Gambler on our side.
Fuck yeah!
This thing stands no chance. Okay, so Guardian likes to mimic certain boss patterns. In the beginning, it's vanilla. He won't do the Ultros pattern until after a while. But the monsters that it can mimic, I believe, are Ultros, in which case it will start doing Tentacle for a lot of damage. I believe the other one is Dataluma. You remember him from Zozo? That's a random fucking enemy to pick and mimic. I don't remember the third one, but I do know the fourth one is Atma Weapon.
Yikes. Flare Star included, huh?
Flare Star, and I think it can cast Ultima if left for too long, or one of those. Yeah, no, it might be just Flare Star. But holy shit, you saw Locke can steal Force Armor from the Guardian.
Wow.
So yeah, it's very lucrative to steal from this guy too. So bring Locke to your party if you happen to be within this formation with him. Besides that, Guardian is vulnerability to thunder. So cast the Dago whenever
he is a machine.
Yeah, he is a machine. Just keep doing that over and over again, and this battle is in the bag. As you can also see, Guardian takes a fucking long time to attack.
Ultros, Dataluma, Air Force, Ultima Weapon.
There you go. Air Force was the third encounter I couldn't think of. Does that mean he also summons the little speck that absorbs all magic?
Not sure. Wouldn't be out of it. Wouldn't be surprised.
I never got him. I never got him to Dataluma. It was always Ultros, and then by that time he did that, I killed him already. So I am unaware of what the Dataluma strategies are, Air Force strategies, and Atma Weapon strategies. But I imagine if he was mimicking Dataluma.
Imagine that shit. Like, you're fighting a giant machine, and all of a sudden an octopus tentacle whacks you.
Yeah, or he's like, he also inherits the personality of the people that he's mimicking. So for Ultros, he becomes a lech. Oh my god, hotness, I want to bang you.
I'm a stupid octopus. Terminate.
Seafood soup is not on the menu.
Don't tease the octopus.
So sorry, so sorry.
That's all.
Oh man, I thought this guy was badass as Ed 209, but he's as squishy as a cephalopod.
So every time the battle goes on, you just put Setzer right back in him. Good move.
Yeah. Let me live. Shut up, Kappa. Cursed with Kappa. That curse, by the way, is spelled with a K.
Tank glitch again, huh?
Yeah, we could use the save point glitch that we got in the Phoenix Cave on Kefka's Tower because similar properties.
Sweet.
You can save and rest wherever as long as one character is on a save point. So you could save in front of Kefka. No, I'm sorry. You could save right in front of the Warren Triad. What are they gonna do? They're statues.
I need a nap. Okay. We may be the gods of all magic, but we understand the importance of speedy sleep.
Yeah, you're also statues. Put you out in the center square. I'm pretty sure you get shat on by pigeons.
You know.
Completely unaware of what the true.
That was the first act the Fiend did. Genocide against pigeons.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's start encountering the Warring Triad. First up is Fiend, also known as Doom.
What does Fiend do?
In the Super Nintendo version, Fiend, or Doom, is really nothing spectacular until it begins changing its aura. Its aura begins shaking. Because at that point, it'll cast Force Field. And Force Field will negate one elemental attack completely. It doesn't even absorb it, just fucking says, fuck you, I'm not taking that shit. It also gains Auto Reflect. And I believe it also gets Auto Protect and Shell after that, too.
Huh.
Physical attacks are a thing. I want to say, what else does it do
Ice.
besides that? I couldn't really tell you. But
it brings back this kick-ass theme, though.
Yeah, I love the what was the name of it?
The Decisive Battle?
The Decisive Battle is the name of the boss battle theme. Anyway, you want to have Strago for this fight because Fiend has Force Field. That is one of Strago's final blue magics. You know, if you're a completionist.
I would have gone for it, just to have it.
Yeah. But anyway, another thing that I wanted to one thing I was showing off repeatedly in the Super Nintendo version before I found out my recording went all foobarred and shit, was Wind God Gal, because, again, one of the items that I got earlier was the Merit Award. And when you give that to Gal, you can give him all sorts of weapons and armor, one of them being Cyan's Tempest Sword. And it's a pretty weak sword at this point in time, because we got that way back out over the cave at the Sealed Gate. But, as you remember, it's a wind elemental sword, and every once in a while it can cast a wind slash in conjunction with its physical attack. So if you combine that along with the Merit Award and the Offering, and do the Cat Scratch Rage, the Cat Scratch Rage has the biggest damage multiplier in the entire game, which I think is ×4.
Right.
So if you do ×4 physical attack along with the Wind Slash also gets ×4 properties. So you can do easily over 10,000 damage with Gal each turn. Ow. If he decides to do the Cat Scratch maneuver with the Wind Slash properties. But he attacks 4 times. So that's a really damaging move with Gal.
The Motsuno Kami, pretty helpful sword. You can easily use that to... You can wager that in the Coliseum for something really good. And there goes one of the big 3.
Alright, that is the end of Fiend. The Warring Triad is now a warring duo? Yeah.
That is catchy. Kind of like taking Jimi Hendrix out of the Jimi Hendrix Experience.
No, it's just an experience. Okay.
I want to download 6 iOS still. I have 7 on my phone.
You have 7 on your phone?
Yeah.
You finally got past the getting out of Aaron's house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was there when you did.
I'm just currently limit grinding.
Yeah. Oh, who are you limit grinding? Everybody or just one character?
I'm grinding everybody but Airs.
Where do you limit grind? Where do you limit grind?
The copper wire force, where you can kill 5 of them in one shot.
Oh, near Junin?
Yeah.
That's where I do it, yeah.
But the thing is, though, that's the only time I ever do. Other than that, I just play the game normally.
That's what I do, too. I think the worst of it, because we got some
the level 1 limits.
No, the worst I ever got with limit grinding, ever, was by the Rufus fight in Midgar. I had Meteor Rain.
I did that, too.
I hated myself after that. I was like, I don't need this.
Seriously.
Okay, we are now on our way to the second of the Warring Triad, the Goddess. And you notice I unequipped the Holy Lance. That's because Goddess absorbs Holy.
Isn't the top part the Siren Summon?
I see what you mean, but it's not. It's just a divine being. The thing is that
Final Fantasy X gives a shot to this thing in the form of Unalesca.
Yeah, definitely.
I never noticed. I didn't play 6 before I played that, so I was like, oh damn.
Well, it's really funny because the menu here is cutting off the second part of the sprite. That's a head she's standing on.
Right.
And the head is in a prayer stance. You can see the full sprite in the iOS version. So yeah, but it's cut off. Now, it's kind of hard to tell, but the Goddess is facing Sabin and Mog. You can tell by the wing.
Yeah.
Whatever direction the wing is pointing is who she's looking at.
I never knew that, though, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's kind of.
She has a very rare steal item on her, I believe.
Does she? What can you steal from her? Because I only know of what you can steal from the final tiers. What can you steal from her?
I'm positive she has something you can rob.
Well, if I got the fucking Force Armor from Guardian, you know what? Let's just look up what we can steal from the Warren Triad in general. In case you got Locket in your party for these battles.
I'm looking up Goddess right now. So.
Yeah, look up Goddess first, because we're going to be in this battle for a little bit. However,
she's pretty much a lightning and water. That's all I really need to know.
The thing about Goddess, though, is that normally she has this really nasty attack called Cloudy Heaven, which she always casts on me, except for this battle. She's not going to do Cloudy Heaven at all. Anyway, what it does is that it inflicts you with a countdown, and she'll say, "This curse will follow you forever." That means that
after a while she turns into a zombie.
It's a countdown for doom, but when you die, you become a zombie. But if you think that you can just kill the character prematurely that way and get rid of the curse, no. If you kill the character, they just become a zombie faster.
Right.
And it's like one of those really tricky, dicky status effects to get around, because not even a ribbon, I think, will protect you from it.
Don't matter now, she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead. I don't remember the last time I had a battle with the Goddess where she didn't cast Cloudy Heaven. She can also cast Quasar, too.
Yep, Flash Rain as well.
Yeah, and
Entice.
And oh, I hate Entice. I fucking hate Entice. You know the weird thing about Entice is? What? You can learn that from Rage. And from Woman Count from the Veld, and Kefka's fucking vulnerable to it.
Oh, wow.
Like, a lot of enemies are vulnerable to Entice, like you wouldn't believe. It's pretty nifty for a gal. Nighty-night, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
I think you can actually steal the Ragnarok.
No, the Ragnarok you could steal from
the top tier, the third tier.
The third tier, and the final boss.
The beautiful thing about this game, the 6th Advanced version, when you beat it and you start back over, it puts you back at Kefka's fuck status, but not your items.
Yeah, you can save your game after beating the game.
So you can easily get multiple Ragnaroks and bet them for multiple Illuminus, which is the best sword in the fucking game. It's a +7 to all your other stats, and it gives you a nice boost to your speed.
It pretty much, if that didn't give you 128 magic block in the Super Nintendo version, then what are you doing? Illumina is called Lightbringer in the advanced version.
I think there's a quick bug with Kyan too in his Bushido.
You're talking about Psycho Cyan.
Yeah.
I think that has to do with casting Imp on him or something like that. I can show that off post game because I'm gonna have a video dedicated to glitches.
As this here is Demon.
Yeah.
Awesome fucking sprite.
Yeah, I love the sprite work. He's known as Poltergeist in the Super Nintendo version.
And let me tell you, that'd be a Poltergeist to be afraid of.
We had, I think we mentioned this in one of the earlier parts, but conceptually these guys had 3 different names. I think the Goddess was named like something. One of them was named Sephiroth.
One of them is.
I think it might have been him actually.
Yeah.
It might be a Poltergeist or Demon. Oh, I was hoping for 10,000 kills.
Ow, you prick!
Yeah, that's my name. Anyway, I figured I might as well show off the exclusive summons here because why not? It's the advanced version. So we got Cactuar. They did 1,000 Needles. I might as well have just done Blowfish.
Turfing. That's just against the name of the axe.
Yeah, just getting hit with an axe. He's got an axe. He's got to use it. Beating this guy, we're going to get the Aura Lance.
Pretty good weapon. I still think the Holy Lance is better. So.
Yeah, again, because of what it does for the jump and because it can cast Holy.
The hardest element again to resist again?
Yeah. Okay. Excalibur!
Gilgamesh morphing time!
So when you choose Gilgamesh, you can choose 3 attacks. One's Excalibur, one's Excalibur, which you don't want. And I believe the other one is Zentetsuken.
Sweet.
So the one you want, I believe, is either Excalibur or Zentetsuken because they just do a lot more damage.
Of course.
That way. So that's pretty nifty.
And
no. His third attack is Enkidu. His companion, yeah, from Final Fantasy V. It's a little green demon thing.
I think it's a little green dog. In 12 it's a little green dog.
It's a little. Oh, okay.
It's adorable too.
Kind of reminds me of Yojimbo when you put it that way.
Fly, Enkidu, fly, my loyal companion. I said fly. I wish John DiMaggio was back for the role again in
Hey, we still got 15.
Yo, what should we call it? 13-2. I love that impression. He gave, I think it was him in that one too. And he outright breaks the fourth wall. He goes, I was afraid you'd never download this part of the game and I'd be stuck in digital limbo forever. And Sonic takes a dirt nap.
The stars are lovely this time of night.
Just at the end of the world.
Guys, still playing your game of craps.
No, he's trying to play D&D.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to kill you with my dice. Let's roll the dice and see what happens.
Like I said, they all have some good steals. Too bad for me, I don't remember what the fuck half of them are. You're not even reviving a kind?
No, I'm not going to. He's not really doing the most damage out of this. That's fucking Kappa here. And Celeste will heal and cast regular magic when he is vulnerable. I don't think he has any elemental weaknesses, though.
Not that I could think of.
Not that I could think of.
And that's it.
There we go. And that is it. That is the last of the Warring Triad.
So what's going to happen to Magic now that the Warring Triad are all dead?
I guess we'll find out as soon as he completely fades away.
I don't like that answer.
There we go. Lance. The Radiant Lance, also known as the Aura Lance in the Super Nintendo version.
Dust.
We destroyed the Warring Triad, but the power of magic isn't faded like it should be.
When did we get the idea to hatch that?
Could we be a bit wrong? No, Kefka probably absorbed the very source of magic. No, it's a question they bring up before you enter the tower, is that if we destroy the Warring Triad, which is believed to be the source of all magic, what will happen to magic? What will happen to Espers? What will happen to Terra? She is half Esper after all. So we destroyed the Warring Triad and nothing happened. So now we jump to our other hypothesis where Kefka absorbed the very source of magic. Or maybe they're just wrong. Who knows? We'll find out in part 32, ladies and gentlemen.
See you then.